Today is the last day to get 2 times entries for every $1 you spend on throtl.com to win our 2020 Civic Type R plus $20,000 cash. That's right, head on over to our website. We have a very rare occasion. We never do this. We're giving you 2 entries for every $1 you spend on any of our items on our website, and that includes all of our new merch. We've packed the store full of new items. We've got this hoodie, we've got a few other hoodies as well, a bunch of new t-shirts, some license plate frames, some bottle openers, some stickers, a slew of stuff. So head on over to throtl.com, check out all of our new merch, and if you're in the market for some car parts, definitely browse there as well. This is your last chance. We're not going to be doing this again anytime soon. Get those entries in today. Now let's get into this video. Welcome back to the Throtl channel. Today we've got some upgrades for our 2020 Civic Type R. We've got some really cool products that are going to be getting put on the car today, and we're going to start over here on my side of the table before we get to the parts that Quinn's going to be installing. Here we have some parts that we've already explained to you guys in previous videos, but we're going to go ahead and do it again just really quickly. We've got our Revel dry carbon interior bits, and now these are basically overlays that go in the interior to sort of help complement the carbon fiber that we added to the exterior of the car. The only accessory that we're adding from Revel that isn't actual dry carbon exposed is this dash cover here. This goes over top of the gauge cluster and really cleans up the interior. This is one of my favorite parts that we're adding to the interior because it takes a little bit of that plasticky cheapness away from the interior. It adds a little bit of suede or Alcantara feel like the steering wheel and the seats. One of the things I really love about it is actually a dry carbon component, and it is very simple to install, just like the rest of the stuff. It's literally 3M tape and it applies. So this will go rather quick. Now, we also have a set of corner lights for Morimoto that we're gonna be adding up here. As you guys can see, the existing corner light is orange, doesn't really fit the vibe of the car whatsoever. So we've got an LED light that's gonna replace that, and it has a smoked housing. It's gonna look a lot better on the car. Now, Quinn, I see you got a couple other goodies over here. What is it?
Yep, we got some really fun stuff going in the car. To start, we have a Hondata Flash Pro kit. This is gonna allow us to really utilize all the modifications we've already done under the hood. The Mishimoto intake, the Mishimoto intercooler, as well as all the other fun bits like the exhaust. This is gonna open it up. This is gonna give us the power that the power adder should have added, but the stock tune is restricting the boost levels and the pressure, because as soon as it sees it's spooling faster or reaching higher boost level or getting better flow, it will restrict and retard the ECU. So this is gonna allow us to open it up and get all the power out.
And the beauty of that component is that it is 50 state legal.
Yep, so this is gonna be a perfectly road legal car. Everything's gonna be great with it, which is gonna be really nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing the power. We also have a shifter by Cutie over here. This is the first one that we've ever installed, which is gonna be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Very intuitive component, really cool, neat setup. It gets rid of all the plastic bushings and all the plastic mounts for all the shifters and all that stuff. We also have a set of upgraded bushings, so this is gonna go on the cable end of the transmission on the transmission side and stiffen everything up. So really nice looking component. We have pretty much metal everywhere, and they even label everything for what it adjusts. This will adjust throw, this will adjust side to side.
It feels like it has almost really infinite adjustment, or at least it looks that way.
Yeah, there's a lot of adjustments. So we're gonna have to get it in and play with it a little bit to see what we kind of like. And the installation kit looks really nice. We even have little pry bar, little pry tools to get the center console out. Cool. So we also have some dress up bits from them. So this is an oil cap as well as a shift boot holder, which is gonna allow the boot to stay in place a lot better than if we were just to leave it flopping around on the shifter. We also have a throttle shift knob. We haven't decided on the color or the style we're gonna be going with yet, so we have a few on the table there.
But we did choose Delrin.
We did choose Delrin. So these are our Gen 2 throttle shift knobs. If you guys want one for yourself, head over to the site, pick them up. We just got them in stock.
So we've got a lot to do here, and this is all interior bits except for the external lighting that we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna try and tackle that while Quinn gets started on the shifter, because that's gonna take a bit longer than the carbon parts that I have to install. So Quinn, why don't you grab that shifter and get cracking.
So step one is we gotta take the center console apart. Now, fortunately, this has a pretty convoluted center console. We got a lot of really cool stuff going on here, and we have like this massive cavity behind it. So it's gonna be interesting to come apart. Luckily, a majority of this is using plastic clips that are just super easy to pop up. And so we're gonna start by doing that. That's the first third of the center console. Look at all this plastic in here. That's plastic, that's plastic. That move thing is plastic. The side-to-side thing down there is all plastic. Why is there so much plastic, Ricky?
You know what? I saw what you're putting in here, and I'm so glad you are, because it's gonna make a huge difference, I think. It's just gonna look so sick, and it's gonna be super steady. And yeah, that's bull crap.
Housing it's all in is all plastic.
It's the future,
Get
baby.
that out of here. Look at this little kick though. This kick's kind of funky, man. It's like,
We can't say
Can I get that again?
well, we like weep on the side. Yep. Yep. Entire center console's out. It wasn't as bad as it looks. There's a couple of pieces. It's not too crazy, and everything pretty much just unsnaps. And I think there was like 5 or 6 screws, so not too terrible. So now we get to start taking the old shifter out before we can start playing with our cutie. Stock shifter's out. Let's get this thing set up next to the cutie and take a look at it. Before we get into this thing, I want to talk a little bit about the design of this cutie shifter. Other than looking much cooler than the factory one, the short shift kit side of it is actually really simple, and you can really see a vast difference between the stock shifter and the cutie shifter. So this is the fulcrum from our forward and back movement here compared to the stock one. So the same movement at this shifter is going to have a much longer throw at the cable than the stock one was, which is what allows us to make a shorter throw out of the shift. And it's the same thing on the side to side. So this section comes down a lot deeper than this one does. And when you go side to side, that comes up and back. So it comes forward and back, and through the cable, that's what allows the side to side. So this shifter is fully adjustable. If you want the side to side to be greater or less, you know, long, or the forward and back, fully adjustable, which is really cool. So these are all adjustable. On the back, this can slide up and down, as well as this one can slide in and out. So you can literally tune the shifter however you want, which is independent of pretty much everything else, which is really cool. So let's get this thing in. Feels really good. So keep in mind, we're like mid-throw on both, right? So that's your side to side. So there's neutral. That's already pretty short. And we're halfway, so we have 2 more settings to go. I don't really know if I want to go much shorter than that. The side to side feels good. The shifter in general feels good, dude. So I like where the cutie shifter is. I think we're gonna go to like max short throw just to see what it feels like. I'm gonna leave it at 3 though, because it actually feels really nice. We're gonna loosen this. Oh, it went way up. Okay, so we're gonna go down. That's gonna give us the shortest possible throw ever.
Dang.
Dude, it's like nothing.
Oh, that's
It's
crazy.
It's like 1 inch. That's like almost impressive. That's too short. It's too short. It's cool, but it's too short. This shift setting would be like if you had, like if you're in a race car and you had like a tall boy shift knob that was like up to here. If you're like up to here or something, then that would be like the shift setting you use for that. But for a normal short, like street style shifter, that's way too short. Tighten it down. Boom, back to 3. That's a lot better. Let's get the center console back on. Kind of a shame to cover up that beautiful shifter with all this center console. This piece is freaking huge, man. The main piece of the center console is back in. We're gonna bolt it down, get all the rest of the stuff back on here.
Bro, this is very, very sick. It's like a step below notchy, but then it's short and you can feel every gear.
I hate like super notchy shifters. They're ridiculous. This one feels really good. I had it on the shortest throw setting. You have to have like a Viper shifter, like up here.
Yeah, I like that.
It's sick. It's really cool.
I like that. This is sick, dude.
Center console is almost fully back together. There's still a few pieces here that need to go on. Mickey's gonna be applying the carbon overlays with those pieces off the car, so I'm gonna leave them off for now. We gotta grab our shift knob, and oh, I need to ask Mickey which one we should actually run, so let's go do that. Time to grab our collar and our assortment of shift knobs here. think I'm gonna thread them all on and see which one I like. If you guys haven't seen our shift knobs, they are 3-piece, so this is the color. We have a little set screw, so we're gonna thread that guy on. Got it nice and down. Now, of course, you can't see the throttle logo, so we're gonna thread it back a little bit. And now we're gonna tighten our set screw down. This is gonna lock it into place, and then the logo will stay where we want it to. Just like that, she ain't going anywhere. And now we can thread our knob on.
Ooh, the white.
White's kind of the look, man. I think that looks nice. Let's try one of our black ones. See how that looks.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. Don't get me wrong. It
But
just
the
kind of disappears into the background. Let's see if the bigger black one is better. Let's see if
Tall boy?
That's a look, dude.
Give her a shift though.
That's the look. That's pretty good.
Nah.
Dude.
Nah, short white.
Short white? I'm
Short
going
white.
big white, dude.
No, short white.
Let's throw the big white on here.
We can do it, but shorty's the move. Ooh, that's good too.
I kind of think that's it, dude.
Nah, short white.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm in on this, dude. I'm in on the tall one. It's too tall?
Too tall for this car.
Going back to it. All right. All right, I'm in. That stays right when it is. Beautiful. I'm gonna start working on our shifter cable bushings under the hood. I'm gonna hand the interior off to Mickey.
Looks sick.
Dude, give that thing a feel.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah. Let me give it the old Becky. Feels good to me. This is sick. Man, does it feel good. I want to go drive this car now, but I gotta put some carbon fiber in first. Simple as that. I just went ahead and pushed this down where all the tape is at, and it's a really nice solid adhesion. I can't pull it off. Looks beautiful. Now let's get the rest of the pieces on. So these are the side panels that go on either side of the audio system, like this. The shifter's in the middle here. So as you can see, this is what the factory piece looks like, and this is what it looks like now. Really nice quality and really tight fit.
I'm gonna work on this. This is our shift bushing upgrade. These go on the transmission side of the cable and replace a full rubber bushing, which is really nice.
So you're telling me that shifter is going to be even tighter?
It's gonna be tighter than it is right now.
Ooh,
So,
man, that's going to be good.
I just finished up our Acuity shifter bushings.
And the Revel carbon and suede is now installed in the interior. Now it's time for Will to install the corner lights and the Honda.
All right, it's time to get going on our Flash Pro from Honda. In order for the 2020 and 2021 Civic Type Rs to be able to be tuned, there is a CAN gateway that I have to install. So I gotta remove a panel, plug this in, and then I'll plug the Flash Pro into my laptop, and we will register the Flash Pro with this car, and then we'll be able to tune it for 50 state legal tunes, and we'll be off and going. So let's get started by removing this panel. All right, so we are plugged in, our CAN gateway is in, we're plugged into the OBD, and our ignition is on, but the car's not started. It is online, it's giving us our VIN right here that I can copy. We'll go ahead and now that that VIN is copied, we'll put it into the right registration forms. We'll submit it online, and within seconds, it'll come back saying that it is registered and ready for us to tune this thing.
Honda coming.
Dude, it was super easy. We're done. It's registered. It's ready for us to actually kind of drive around a little bit, clear the codes before we start selecting our tunes that we want to apply to the car. So tomorrow when it's in the morning, I think we should drive this, test out the new shifter, whatever
That'd be
else.
perfect, yeah.
Anything else we're gonna check out?
I really want to see how that shifter drives.
Yeah.
So it'd be a good, perfect time for it.
Cool. Ooh, that feels good.
The last piece we need to install is our cutie oil filler cap.
We forgot about it.
I didn't forget about it. It's the last, it's like the final piece, man, the final touch.
So bright and early this morning, I drove this thing on the freeway, got this up to freeway speeds and cleared all the codes. Now we're back at the shop. I'm gonna grab my laptop and the Flash Pro and we're gonna upload off-the-shelf configuration from Honda using our Flash Pro, get this thing a little bit more pep. Should be nice and simple. So there is an off-the-shelf tune that is from Honda, and it is a Civic Type R FK8 2017 and up, and it says here special note EPA and CARB compliant, so of course we can put this on because we want to remain compliant. So let me just hit the upload arrow here. We'll send this to the ECU and we're gonna go test drive it. One of the things that it said it was going to adjust is the throttle response, and I can agree with that. It definitely, on the low end, it's already wanting to go. Woo! Yeah, a lot more response. This thing is immediately responding to it as soon as I hit it, and it just sounds good. Oh, it sounds so good. Let's see what the other boys think.
I haven't driven this car since I took it up to top rank for the GTR night, and it was 100% stock at that point. So let's see how she is now. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. The full cooling system and everything too, huh?
You get a little more intake noise. I haven't been in this car in a while either.
This might actually convince me to sell the wagon. Man, this shifter feels really nice. It's very similar to the feel of the shifter we have in the Freak. Different manufacturer, but a couple companies on the market, the Cutie being one of them, that's really figured out how to make them. And I think, you know, for the most part, these things have a lot of adjustability too, so we could even make this a shorter throw if we wanted. Well, man, this thing sounds great. It handles great. It looks fantastic. And today is the last day to get double entries for every $1 you spend on the throtl website. So hopefully I've convinced you. This thing is pretty freaking amazing. Oh, it's so good. So good. So we only have a couple things left to do on this car. It's almost complete at this point. So if you're interested, get those entries in. Hopefully you're heading out to San Diego to meet us at our shop so I can hand you the keys. Leave us a comment down below, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one.